gather round for an account of determination, triumph, and unyielding resolve amid the aerial battles of World War II. This is the chronicle of Robert Samuel Johnson, hailing from the arid flatlands of Lawton, Oklahoma, where he entered the world on the 21st of February 1920. From a young age, Robert was enchanted by the thrill of aviation, yearning to soar before he could even operate an aircraft's controls. At merely 11, he achieved his first solo flight after earning funds through miscellaneous tasks in a carpentry workshop, accumulating 35 flight hours by the time he turned 12. However, adolescence diverted him temporarily, with pursuits in romance, boxing, and football instilling in him the courage to confront peril directly. When the summons to arms arrived in 1941, he enlisted in the Army Air Forces. Though initially prepared for bomber operations, he transitioned to fighter aircraft, excelling with the formidable Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, a powerhouse that would serve as his protector and weapon in the European campaign. By 1943, Johnson held the rank of lieutenant in the 56th Fighter Group, based in England, where he conducted escort duties for B-17 bombers, striking German strongholds. He secured his inaugural victory on June 13, downing a Focke-Wulf 190 and demonstrating his prowess in the lethal ballet of aerial combat. Yet it was on June 26 that destiny challenged him profoundly, in an episode that ranks among the war's most extraordinary tales of endurance. Envision this: 48 P-47 seconds roaring over the English Channel, safeguarding bombers en route back from an assault on Villacoublay airfield near Paris. Johnson positioned at the tail of his 61st Squadron, rendering him vulnerable. Abruptly, 16 skilled German Focke-Wulf, 190 seconds from JG-26, descended from higher altitude and the rear, unleashing a barrage. Amid the turmoil, Johnson's Thunderbolt, dubbed Half-Pint, bearing serial number 41 to 6,235, sustained severe damage. A salvo of 20mm cannon shells tore into the body, fracturing the canopy, slicing hydraulic systems, and sparking blazes. Oil splattered across, scorching his face, hands, and legs, while momentarily impairing his vision. Over 200 machine gun bullets riddled the craft like a storm on metal. The engine faltered, the plane spiraled downward, and shrapnel inflicted injuries on his body. In desperation, he attempted to eject, but the canopy stuck open at just 6 inches. Trapped, he reignited the engine, extinguished the fires via a sharp descent, and headed toward base across the perilous channel, more than 200 miles distant. The ordeal persisted, however. A solitary Focke-Wulf dogged him persistently, firing round after round. Isolated and impaired, Johnson evaded through irregular maneuvers using his rudder controls. On 3 occasions, the German aviator drew parallel, nodding in astonishment at the Thunderbolt's persistence, even offering a salute before continuing the assault. Eventually, ammunition depleted, the adversary pilot departed with a parting gesture. Johnson remained uncertain of his identity, though speculation points to Egon Meyer, a renowned Luftwaffe expert with 102 kills, famed for his lethal strategies, who perished in March 1944 at the hands of another Thunderbolt operator. Meyer's transmissions that day referenced claiming a P-47 matching Johnson's identifiers, fueling the enigma. Nevertheless, shadows of skepticism persist in this saga. Gerald Johnson, unrelated but a fellow ace in the unit, recounted in his autobiography, observing 2 Focke-Wulfs pursuing Robert and asserting he eliminated one, discreetly allowing Robert to retain the acclaim without challenge. Regardless of whether covert assistance occurred, the essential wonder endures. Johnson's expertise sustained him through the tempest. What enabled this feat? Explore the Thunderbolt's attributes further. Affectionately called the Jug due to its barrel-like form, this 8-ton behemoth featured a Pratt & Whitney R2800 radial engine, delivering 2,000 horsepower with air cooling that withstood damage fatal to liquid-cooled counterparts. Robust armor shielded the cockpit and critical components, transforming it into an airborne stronghold. Johnson's aircraft endured 21 cannon shells and innumerable bullets, yet its framework remained intact. Though rudder cables failed, trim tabs provided compensation. It lacked the elegant lines of the P-51 Mustang but excelled as a durable guardian, preserving numerous lives and contributing over 3,700 Allied aerial triumphs. This near-fatal encounter scarcely sidelined Johnson. Merely 5 days hence, he resumed flying, receiving the Purple Heart and amassing 27 verified victories by May 1944, eclipsing World War I ace Eddie Rickenbacker's tally in the European theatre. He emerged as the 56th leading scorer, an informal milestone for US pilots there. Upon repatriation as a celebrated figure, he visited manufacturing plants to uplift spirits, then functioned as a test pilot for Republic Aviation over 18 years before succeeding in insurance brokerage. Johnson's influence resonates well past the conflict. Collaborating with Martin Caidin on the 1958 book Thunderbolt, he preserved his adventures, motivating movies, documentaries such as Dogfights on the History Channel, and myriad YouTube narratives that attract thousands of viewers presently. Serving as president of the American Fighter Aces Association from 1949 to 1951, he commemorated his peers, and his narrative inspires displays at the Smithsonian where P-47 seconds symbolize American innovation. In 1951, during the Korean War, he toured servicemen, linking eras of combatants. For broader insight, juxtapose this with other Thunderbolt narratives. Quentin and Ensign escaped infernos courtesy of his flame-retardant gear, whereas Jack Culp survived a downing and subsequent imprisonment as a POW in 1944. Neil Kirby earned the Medal of Honor for vanquishing 6 Japanese aircraft in a single mission, and the group's contributions during the Battle of the Bulge highlighted the P-47's effectiveness in ground strikes. These accounts form a mosaic of tenacity, illustrating that the Thunderbolt transcended mere machinery. It was a vital savior. Robert Johnson departed this life on the 27th of December 1998, interred with complete military rites, featuring a missing man flyover by F-16 Second. His existence underscores that legends emerge from adversity, merging youthful aspirations, indomitable aircraft, and the indomitable essence of humanity. Thus, whenever an aircraft passes above, recall that youngster from Oklahoma who confronted mortality and returned, an enduring icon in aviation history.